Hey everybody, this is Michelle Demers from Coworking Clubs, and today I have SuperJulie Braun of superinterns.com, and she's a friend of mine, former business partner, and now she's been a member at Coworking Clubs for a couple of months, and I wanted to bring SuperJulie on to have her share with us her experience of the clubs and what she's been working on. So SuperJulie, tell us what so far your experience you've been having in the club.
I don't think we have an hour for me to just chat or a day to tell you all of the great things that have happened since I've been here for the last couple of months. But it's been extraordinary. Really three things come to mind. One of the greatest things that has happened is I have actually moved mountains in 15 minutes a day. And I never thought this was going to happen, Michelle, because in my mind, I always have to have 2 or 3 hours a day to do anything of substance. And instead, in as little as 15 minutes, I'm working towards the goal, my number one goal, which is about revenue. And I've been reaching my goal. It's super exciting. In fact, you made mention earlier today of a number which sounds pretty accurate. We've got about $100,000 worth of proposals out right now.
Wow.
And this is just within not even 60 days. I think it's been, maybe 45 days?
It's 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
And deals are coming through. I got a deal last month.
Wow.
This month I am this close to another deal. In 45 minutes of working with you and the team in a sprint, basically I made $4,500 in that 45 minutes. I don't know. I like making that amount of money. It feels kind of good to say I made $1,000 a minute. So that was really powerful. The other thing that I think is super powerful too about co-working clubs is the community. Because we're business owners or entrepreneurs or startups, or some of the folks are consultants, or maybe they're just starting their business. We all have this sense of that we have to be perfect. Our persona is we have to be perfect to others. And the beautiful thing about this community is we can really get real. We can talk about our challenges. We can be vulnerable. We can share. And I think the community has been really wonderful for me to be able to network with and to get some feedback from. So those are 2 of the 3 things. The last thing that I love about co-working clubs, probably the most important thing, is my behavior. I'm changing. I am changing. And if I think of all the thousands and thousands of hours and dollars that I've spent on trying to change this and this, it's been kind of ridiculous. This has been the best spent time, energy, and money that I could ever do. It's been phenomenal. And I'm so proud of you for what you've created.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You've been doing great. Just for the people watching this, let's tell them a little bit how it works. So basically, you pick a goal, and your goal was your overarching goal was to get a client in August. That's how you started, because you started in August. Right. And then your daily activity, what you were focusing on, your 15 minutes, was using LinkedIn to reach out and make connections.
Yes.
To make connections, set up phone conversations, sales conversations, and then that led to doing proposals and follow-ups and all of that. So you declared getting a client your goal, and your daily tasks were around LinkedIn mostly.
For the most part, yes. And we do have a really smart strategy on LinkedIn. And I'm not the only one that utilizes it. My business development team utilizes it too. And they're getting in potential new clients and that sort of thing. But I know that for me, the 15 minutes just doing that has netted us many opportunities. Forget even about having new clients. So if having new clients was what is my number one goal, but besides that, I have referral sources now that I didn't have 60 days or 45 days ago, 6 weeks ago. And so I'm getting more referrals for the business, which I'm then able to give over to my business development team so that it's not all on my shoulders. It's been fantastic.
Right. And one thing that you've really taken advantage of the networking opportunities within the club, because you're very proactive, you reach out to other club members, you set up calls with them, and I know you're talking about doing business with some of them too.
I am, and yeah. I think probably out of the club, I'll probably get 10% as new clients. So if I talk to 10 people, one of those people will become a new client. I'm very excited about that. So it's another potential stream of revenue and working towards the goal. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what are your thoughts on if somebody else was thinking of joining, you know, what are the big things you would say, you know, this is a reason you should consider it or come in and join us?
Well, do it. First of all, just don't spend so much time thinking and saying, oh, I want to do it, but I'm not sure. You know what? Just for once, do it. Just do it. Just make up your mind and do it. Get here and then let the club help you get into the good habits, changing your behavior. I kind of forgot what the question was, but I think, you know, the benefits for most people will be that if you choose the right goal, and Michelle, you've been great about hammering home, having that laser beam focus on that one goal. Don't have 15 goals. Don't be totally distracted. Don't think that you can do 75 things in a day. That is not the answer. It's to choose wisely, to choose something that is results oriented. If revenue is your number one goal, then that's the choice, and you will generate your time and energy towards that. Right. If your goal is to make more connections or get a website up or you know, create packages or start thinking about what your programs or services are, whatever it is, this club will help you reach that goal. Like I said, moving mountains in 15 minutes. It's amazing.
Yeah, and just for people watching, you can choose any goal. It doesn't matter. So we have people working on all sorts of different things, and one of the things that we do is we help you to identify and prioritize your best goals, because a lot of people will pick things that aren't necessarily the things that they need to do right now or that will move them forward the fastest to get them where they want to go. So part of the clubs is a coaching element where we help you to prioritize and identify the right goals, and then, like SuperJulie was saying, to stick with it.
And I also like, somewhere last month you said to me, that's not really your goal. I don't think that's really your goal. And I said, you know what, you're right. And it totally shifted. You gave me permission in a way to go ahead and ditch that idea and to really move for full force with my original plan. And I'm glad that you were there to coach and help me. You know, I think I'm the smartest coach in the room until you come here. And then I realized that I'm not, that you're the smartest coach in the room. So I think that also is just lends a huge amount of value to the program. Yeah.
Thank you. I have one last question for you.
Sure.
I know a lot of people, they're thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I'm involved in this online course and that Facebook group, and I do BNI, and I go to the Chamber of Commerce, and I'm involved in all of these things, and I can't take on one more thing and I have to check into this thing every day. Like, no way I can do that. So could you talk a little bit about the time commitment versus the return on time invested, just so people can understand that piece?
Yes. So get rid of everything else. Get rid of the other stuff. We do, as business owners and as entrepreneurs and startups and all of that, we get distracted so easily. And we're very often looking for, where is the nugget of gold? Where should I go? What should I do? So very often we do many things, and we will do many things for weeks, months, years, and they don't generate our outcomes that we want. And yet we continue to go to networking events where we come home with 50 business cards and no follow-up.
Right.
Or no deals come from that, or no relationships get built. And so I would say anything that is not getting you results, stop doing. Stop doing it today. And start doing something that's going to get you results. Now, the one thing that I have to say is the results may not happen with co-working clubs on day one, but it will happen. And for me, I think it happened, well, I think my mind started changing somewhere around day 3. And then I had some ups and downs. But I accomplished my goal in 30 days. I had a new client. And I planted all of these seeds that are now starting to grow trees. So what I did, the work that I did, is now starting to bubble up, and I'm going to get more and more deals. I think this last quarter of 2017 is going to be the best quarter that we've had at superinterns.com in 10 years.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have to say, co-working clubs doesn't work unless you work it. And SuperJulie has worked the process. She has.
I've worked every angle I can work.
She has maximized everything that the club can do and provides, and it's having the results for it. And really, it's just, 10 minutes a day, some days not even, checking in with us. It's not like a course. We do have, a little bit of training, but we really are focused on you putting the time into your goal, not into more courses, more videos, more learning. It's really about you getting things done. So great. Well, thank you so much, SuperJulie, for sharing your experience. And you guys, SuperJulie is sticking around in the club. So if you want to meet her, which I know you do, then definitely join us, and you could be having a similar experience, and we would love to have you. So thank you again, SuperJulie, for joining us.
Thank you, Michelle.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada.
It's not over yet. Oh! I'm looking for the stop record button. Should I keep that blooper in for the outtakes? I think you should.
Always.
Okay. All right. Hey, you guys, if you're still watching this, yeah. See, that's the kind of thing you can expect in the club. So come have some fun with us. All right. Thanks, Julie. Just hold on a moment.
Okay.